Mr. Getting Ready himself, Roy.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, the mic's over here. He's a little drunk today.
Now you can hear me fine.
How you doing?
Doing good. How's your week?
Pretty good, man. How's the summer going for you? Feel like it's heating up, right?
But today it was hot. I walked out. I'm like, damn, couldn't breathe. It was hot with
Yeah,
the mask on
especially with a
too.
mask. It's
I
like
was
a
like,
death
whoa.
sentence out here.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy. We got some music stuff going on. We got Meek Mill. He's back in the news. Not for music. I feel like he's doing everything but putting out music right now.
I mean, he did what championships in 20? Was it 19 or
I think
18?
it was 18.
Was it damn that
Yeah,
long ago?
yeah.
Damn.
And like I replayed championships because of like his shenanigans. It doesn't have good replay value.
It does have good replay
I
value.
couldn't get into it. The only ones I really liked, I think, was the one with Nipsey, and there's like three other songs. But
The
like,
one with Rick Ross was good. I forgot the name of it.
was that with Wale on there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was
What
good.
was the name of it? I forgot.
Exactly. But like, yeah, it doesn't have replay value. I was surprised.
It's more. You could play it more as a playlist. Put it on there. It sounds like a playlist.
Like I think when we reviewed it, I really liked it when it
I
came
did
out.
too. It did make my top 5 for that year. It made all of our top 5s for that
I
year.
think it did, but dang, did it drop off? It had like that Takashi 6 9 drop off, like it plummeted. I don't really like it no more.
To be fair, very very few albums stay high ranked like that years later. Very few
Unless it's
albums.
a Drake album
Bruh.
or a Nipsey. What was it? Victory Lap. That one
Very few.
still has like replay value for
Yeah.
me. But speaking of Meek Mills, he's going at radio personality. Would you consider Academics a radio personality?
I think he's more of a social media influencer.
Influencer?
He's not on the
How?
radio
How's he an influencer though?
because his actions influences people what they talk about.
So is it
Is he
anybody?
on the radio?
Not a radio
Okay.
station, no. But I mean,
He's more of a talk show host over a radio personality.
I don't think he has a talk show though.
Everyday struggle.
I think that's more of like a breakfast club type thing where they just talk about music and like events and stuff, like a
They
podcast.
talk and it's a show. It's a talk show.
I don't know. I wouldn't go there. When I think of talk shows, I think of like Wendy Williams. I think it's a different show than like Wendy Williams.
I mean, I think either or it's not radio. He's not a radio personality at all. He's not even on the radio.
I guess if he's not on the radio, like literally, no, but he is like, I think he's more music than like just a gossiper, you know?
That's yeah.
But yeah, apparently Meek Mill and him are going back at it again. I don't understand why he's like this beef between them two, you know?
I don't, especially the way it popped up because um, he also had some mixed stuff with Freddie Gibbs, aka Academics.
Yeah, he was
And
like,
then like Meek Mill kind of just popped up.
he
Like
just piggybacks on like
yeah,
beefs, like a Snoop
yeah.
Dogg, you know?
But I think that was really smart of Academics because Freddie Gibbs was going in at him, and then that stuff released about Meek Mill's the copyright stuff,
yeah.
and then Academics are like, "Damn, Freddie Gibbs is going at me. Let me switch gears a little bit."
I mean, he said what he had to say for Freddie Gibbs, though. He just told him like, post
Bro,
your.
Freddie Gibbs went in with those Teletubbies pics,
I
and
mean,
he created a merch line that sold out.
I mean, that's okay. Like he did the 50 Cent thing, but was it really that funny though?
Yes, it was funny.
It was okay, but it was like Academics was asking him to do facts, but he was kind of like circumventing the facts that he was asking for. So, I mean, I don't really think it was that.
But you have to admit that the way he distracted us to a new topic was pretty good.
He didn't really distract us because Meek Mill jumped in on their beef and then
This popped out.
yeah. So I'm like, bro, I know you not talking, Mr. Still in Lines head ass.
It was bound to happen with Meek Mill just because he puts his 2 cents everywhere. Like he's not out of money. Like
where
he's
it doesn't belong.
everywhere.
And like it's crazy because that's like an old song. I thought it was something new. That was I think on Championships too. It was 100 bands or whatever.
Yeah, it was 2 songs off Championships.
Yeah. And I'm like, I wonder, that made me think like, when do people decide to like sue? Like, do you wait for it to like go copper? Like, oh, this one might be a hit. I think I should like ride it like the stock market.
Well, from what I read is that you can't. A lot of people don't sue immediately because they have there's I forgot what they're called. I was reading an article about it. There's experts that they go to, that is there
Yeah.
enough in the song to constitute as copyright. Like they have to break down the song with experts,
Okay.
and then if there's enough like percent of the song,
Yeah.
then you can actually sue to see if it's enough to copyright.
That's
So you can't
crazy.
just say, "Oh, he stole my 3 words," and you want to do it. Like there has to be a
Yeah.
certain percentage of the song.
So they waited like two
Well, normally it takes
years.
a while for it to actually go through everything.
Like, bro, this is the song. This is my song. What do you think?
Yeah. Especially like the way they did Lizzo.
Yeah.
If you're suing off royalties or percent earned, you're not gonna do nothing in the beginning because there's nothing earned off it.
So you do gotta like ride it like the stock market.
Depends on how you're gonna do it. If you're suing just straight off like the royalties of it made,
Yeah.
then yeah, if you're suing just off copyright infringement, you can do it in the beginning.
Yeah.
But if it's not big, it's not gonna attract a lot of heat.
Cause I know Robin Thicke and Pharrell went with that did that too when they
Yeah.
did that one song. I forgot what it was. That old song. Blurred Lines. They had that issue
Okay,
too.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
I haven't heard that song in a while.
yeah. Shout out to Robin Thicke. Hope you get better, bro. But
That pic that was going around, bro, he looked like I don't even. Oh man,
yeah.
he looked like he didn't care. He had no care in the world. He looked like he was enjoying himself, like he didn't care.
Yeah. He going through a lot. But yeah, I just think Meek Mill is kind of loud right now. He's for all the wrong reasons, you know?
What are you supposed to do stuck at home? What is he supposed to
Make
do?
music. Like get
I mean,
off Twitter, bro. That's how you got in trouble in the first place. But yeah, shout out to Meek Mill. Get better, bro. And then you got Juicy J. He wants to do a versus battle with Dr. Dre.
that's not even a battle. I think Dr. Dre clearly wins.
Man, I thought about this and I was like, I don't know. I will go with Juicy J.
But if Dr. Dre can use his entire catalog, stuff he's on, he has to be on it.
Yeah.
Like not just produced, but stuff he's on it.
Yeah, that he's performing a verse on, right?
He has like he has a deep catalog that he can use.
It's not like Juicy J just like came out of nowhere. He's been out too.
I know, but I just feel like the songs, more nostalgia wise, they would hit more with Dr. Dre. Like
I don't know.
he's gonna play certain intros. You're gonna be even before he starts coming in. You're like, oh, okay, yeah.
I don't know, because you got a lot. Like I feel like Juicy J's had like several different waves. Like when he was with 3 6 Mafia, then they came back with the Pop in My Collar. Then they did the Hustle and Flow. They've had a lot of runs, and he's still doing like some nice little hooks and stuff right now. Versus, I think it'll be. I don't know if it'll be as close as I initially thought when I first heard it. Them talking about it.
So even being close, who do you think would win?
I got Juicy J. Because Dr. Dre, if you think about it, like he doesn't have any current music. I feel like
He doesn't.
there was NWA, okay,
Yeah.
and then what
Chronicles, yeah.
and then there you go.
That's a strong catalog. Like you can win off of that.
And then do you count?
But to be fair, one thing that you said that would help Juicy J is he has stuff that's newer. Even though it's not new, it's newer than
Yeah,
Dr. Dre. So Dr. Dre's gonna sound dated. Like where's something new
mhm.
and I don't even know like the audience. Half the audience might not even know like Dr. Dre's catalog like that.
Yeah,
Because it is a lot older. It's 90s.
yeah. And then Juicy J and them are out during that time too, so they have
Yeah.
hits to hit for their. But yeah. And then like, how do you feel? Because Dr. Dre has a lot of ghostwriters too. So like, does that count against them, or do they even look at that? You
They
know.
don't.
So it would just be like a straight up like hit for hit.
I don't think it should count against somebody.
Yeah.
I don't. It to me, the only reason it should count against somebody is the way that person presents it. Like if like you can't say somebody as a ghostwriter, they're a great lyricist.
I got you.
You know what I mean? But it doesn't to me if they have good music, good music. But if they present themselves in a certain way, that's when I have an issue. Like now you can't say that in your raps about you being a lyricist
Yeah.
because that's not you. You know?
Yeah. But yeah, I definitely go Juicy J.
It's interesting. I don't know. I can't.
It got you thinking.
It got me thinking, but I'm still gonna stick with Dre. But I'll give it to Dre if it's 20 songs. I'll do like
Does he have 20
12
hits?
to 8 in Dr. Dre.
Okay.
12 to 8.
But yeah.
He's gonna need some Eminem in there too.
Absolutely.
So
I
those
think,
M's are songs are gonna win for the people.
I think majority of the songs he would would have Eminem or Snoop Dogg on it.
Yeah.
Like, what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
But yeah, and then Kanye dropped "Wash My Face in Blood."
Yep.
So it's basically Jesus and Jesus is King, right?
It's a little darker than Yeezus, and I like it.
It's a church album, so I don't think it's darker.
No, I'm talking about like stylistic of it, like the actual tones in it. It was a little darker than Jesus. Um,
Mm,
I liked it. I do like that he dropped it for. Well, let me explain. I like that he talked about it and then dropped it. He's earning my trust back
oh my god.
because for a while I'm gonna do something, and he's like, "Nah, I'm pushing it back to two
Oh
years
yeah, I
later."
forgot he did that. That was
He did that a
that
lot,
was just with like 2 albums, right? Yay
but he
and
did it back to back,
but it
like
was just for one album
and
though.
even singles.
The Life of Pablo as
Yeah,
well. I remember
he did it
Ah,
for
that's
two.
what it
that.
was. Yeah, that's I thought it was
So
2.
this is two.
Okay.
So he did it, and these weren't pushed back like a month. These were pushed back a while. So
Yeah.
after Jesus King, he's been saying what he's doing.
Yeah.
So he's earning my trust back a little bit.
That's funny because there were people talking about the album or something coming out,
Yeah.
and then there was videos of him playing video Mario. I think
No, it was Sonic.
it was Sonic.
It was Sonic.
It was it was.
It was
He was
Sonic.
playing Sonic at Kid Cudi's house, and
yeah.
they're like, "Man, this fucking album ain't coming."
Coming out.
I was like, "That was
And then
so
that
funny."
video drop. Yeah.
But the video was. I mean, I hate Kanye. I'm starting to dislike Kanye's style. It's so like just thrown together.
I feel like sometimes he tries to force like a conscious thought on you
Yeah.
when it's like sometimes you just want that music video or the song doesn't really reflect what you're seeing. Like
Yeah.
like visually, he's trying to force your thought, like certain thoughts on you visually.
Like he showed people getting hit by a car. I'm like, God
So-
damn, did they clear this?
or was it those dudes fighting? The dude slapped them, and
I was
he's like,
this is very violent.
he called the open hand. He just, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm starting to dislike that, you know? And then like I'm seeing videos of him just chilling with the chili bowl haircut.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you supposed to be like this fashion icon, but it's not reflecting on his day-to-day wear, you know?
Yeah, let him be, man. Like I'm ready for the album. If it is that style, I'm gonna welcome him. I'm gonna listen to it. The album's supposed to be called God's Country.
Yeah.
So I'm ready for it. He didn't, unless I missed it, he didn't say anything about a release date.
No, I don't think so.
But Dr. Dre is in there with him.
Oh.
I wonder what type of collabs he's gonna have.
Yeah, so Jesus is King is supposed to be remade by Dr. Dre.
Okay.
Because I saw Snoop Dogg, who I thought was upset with him in the studio with him as well, and I guess he was just chilling back there, like he didn't cuss him out. But it was weird. Like, so is Jesus is King the Dr. Dre version just gonna be like a remix? Because I'm tired of him sampling his samples and all these other stuff. Like, just make original music, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm interested in seeing how that's gonna go too. And do you think if it is gonna be a Dr. Dre's version, do you think it's gonna be all Dr. Dre beats, or is he gonna be rapping on there too? Like, what would you think?
I don't think we're gonna hear a word from Dre on them.
Because I feel like if he does rap, Kanye West is gonna have to write that. But Kanye West has writers too.
Not necessarily he's gonna write it. It's just gonna be approved. Like, did you write that for Jesus? They're gonna have that on the wall.
Yeah. And then he also had another song out with Ty Dolla $ign's Ego Death. You heard that one?
No, I didn't hear that one yet.
It's pretty good. It is a
Who had that out?
Ty Dolla $ign has it, and it's featuring Kanye and
Okay.
I think FKA Twigs.
Okay.
I like FKA Twigs. It's a sample. It's cool. I like it. I really like Kanye West's part because you remember that video that he had where he was in Chicago and there was a train going over?
Yeah.
He sampled that little snippet of him saying, "Hold on, a train's going over." So it was pretty cool. I like that Kanye, you know?
Yeah.
But that's a good song too. If you haven't heard it, definitely look it up because it is good.
But it's Ty Dolla $ign. Ty
It's
Dolla
his-
$ign's his song.
Yeah, featuring Kanye West. And it reminds me of like that I Love It Kanye.
I
But
don't
he's-
say that before I listen to
But
it.
he's not cussing on there.
I love it.
He had that little bop to it. But it's,
Bruh,
it's a
like,
good verse though.
I hate Kanye in those moments because it's like, why'd you do this song? But
Yeah.
the hook is catchy.
Yeah.
You're like, I love it. So going back to what Watchers in Blood, right?
Yeah.
I think that it was a wasted Travis verse collaboration. He did not add to the song. Like
I think he did.
I feel like it could have been the same with or without him.
Yeah.
Like he didn't add to where he didn't. First of all, there wasn't enough of him. It was like half a bar. It wasn't. I mean, it was half a verse. Like he barely
Yeah.
said anything.
Yeah.
So I don't think he added much value to it.
Okay, that's understandable.
So, and I don't like that because I feel like that style of music would really like Travis can really go off on that type of music.
Yeah,
So I don't know, expected more when I saw the featuring, and it was just two Grand Theft Autos clips and it was done.
yeah. Since Kanye West is now seeing Travis Scott exclusively, do you think Kid Cudi is gonna catch feelings?
Now they're still gonna do. They're still seeing their kids see ghosts thing and
He's like,
everything.
What about my cartoon? What about our kids?" So I guess Kanye is I guess they broke up. Like their business is done.
No, Kanye has to work his own thing, then go back to Cuddy.
Man,
Cuddy and Kanye always find their way back.
man, Kanye's just he out here dating everybody. He a Rihanna.
I wouldn't be like, it's not gonna happen, but with the conscious style of music that Kanye's doing,
Yeah.
it wouldn't be far. It is far fetched for Lupe to be on there, but it's
Oh
fitting for
my
Lupe to
god.
be on there with that style.
Nobody's checking for Lupe.
Bro, leave Lupe alone,
The
man.
sensei swordsman.
Bro, leave him alone.
I will. And
He'll
then
cut people for Jesus.
okay, that's a sin. And then Pop Smoke's his album came out, Shoot for the Stars, Aim for the Moon.
Yeah.
There's a lot of mixed reviews on here.
I had some mixed reviews on it too. First of all, I mean, let's start with before hitting into the music. Are you glad they changed the album cover? Like they went simple.
Yeah, I mean, this is something anybody could have picked, like a rose.
I feel like that's a preloaded in like Windows, like it's
yeah,
preloaded background.
they just took his face off, kept the black background, put a rose on there.
Yeah. So what do you think of like of the record company? Because it wasn't Pop Smoke.
Yeah.
Of whoever's running it actually listening to all these comments and everything on all the social media pages. Because when Virgil posted it, like it got mad hate.
It was a trash album cover. Like it reminded me of like a Houston mixtape album cover.
What did I say? It said it looked like you one of those like rest in peace shirts you get at the flea market. They
Yeah.
spray paint like they do
Yeah.
that. Like, and then even the shirts look like at the shirts that Virgil hadn't already pre-made.
Yeah.
So I'm curious if the shirts actually went on sale. I didn't check for them, but I'm curious if they went on sale.
Yeah.
But I'm really surprised that they pulled it that quick. Also, because not like they announced the cover like weeks in advance. And I mean, it makes sense they went so simplistic just because they didn't have time.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of surprised they did listen to people.
It's weird because I'm surprised they didn't use. I don't know why. I guess because he was a fan of Virgil. That's why
Yeah.
they asked him to do it. But it would have been cool if, I guess, to keep the Virgil name on there, he still did it, but like collab with Kanye West's, I guess, album cover. Because Kanye West has done album covers, or his little studio has done it for 2 Chainz. He did, I think, Lil Wayne's "I Am Not a Human Being" cover, which were dope and they were simple too. So, I mean, he should have phoned a friend because that album cover was not like that appealing, which is weird.
That's one of the first things. I mean, there's been other things Virgil's done that I haven't been a fan of. But I think that's one of the few things that like overwhelming amount of people just didn't like.
Yeah, which made sense.
Yeah.
What'd you think about the album?
It was long. I feel like some of those songs they were just in the bank and they used them. Like
They were saying a good portion of the album was already done.
So I'm curious on what songs were done. Some of those look like they just were stored in hard drives and they used them. And I don't know, it was just me. I listened on headphones, and, you know. I did some yard work, so I was listening to him like pretty close, like the lyrics and all that.
Yeah.
On some of the songs, his tone sounded a little off to me. Like his tone was like it was just a deep tone, but it sounded a little different than like the way he sounded like on like the Wu 2 and stuff.
Yeah.
But I feel like overall, it wasn't consistent with each other. You could have made like kind of 2 albums.
Yeah.
There was more like I wouldn't say love songs, but like I guess love songs better than I thought would be.
Okay. Yeah, when I first played it, I thought it was gonna be trash. I'm not too familiar with I don't listen to a lot of his music.
Yeah.
So people had a different opinion on it. They felt it should have been more drill rap or like a different sound. But I liked it after I got through a couple of songs. The album definitely switches up a couple of times. They said 50 Cent exclusively produced it. I don't know if he did. I know he's on a song, which I like. He does sound like somebody that was influenced by 50 Cent on a couple of songs. Like one of my favorite ones was Gangsters, and I thought 50 Cent was gonna be featured on there because he sounded so much like him. You know?
I like the one that was I don't remember the name, but it was like Mercy.
Yeah,
I don't know if that was the name, but it was towards the end. That was a good one. But
I like Snitching. That one was one of my favorites.
40 years.
I love that intro. That's the same one with Quavo, right?
Snitch, yeah, and Future.
Yeah, Future sounded good on there. I thought he was designer at first, but
Right.
he sounded really good. But I found myself listening to this album more than I expected to.
Yeah.
So I really did enjoy it.
Got It On Me was good. That was one of those towards the
Yeah.
end.
What other one
Did
was
you
on
feel
there?
like it was consistent with each other though? The songs or some of them were a little off.
Towards the middle, like the Snitching section of the album, that one it felt like it was more consistent. The ending and the beginning definitely didn't seem to be like on the same page. Diana with King Combs, I think that's Diddy's son.
Yeah.
I don't remember that song, so I got to replay that one.
Dude had a lot of features.
Yeah, which is understandable. They probably didn't have a lot of verses to
Yeah.
put on there, so it makes sense.
Quavo's on there twice, yeah.
Yeah,
And then he's on there 3 times.
it's weird that Tiger was on there. Do you know if he's worked with him before?
I don't know.
It was just weird that he popped up on there like, House Cat. It's been a minute. But do you think it's hard to make like a post-mortem album? Because it seems like
I think it's
a lot of
hard.
that's coming out right now.
I think in general, yes, but I think the difficulty depends on where the artist was at when they passed away, compared to how much they had done, how much they had complete, compared to like there wasn't much there, so you went back to the hard drive and see what you can put together.
Yeah,
Say like a Mac Miller. From what I read, it was almost done, and it was just a lot of mixing and mastering, and just producing just to get it right.
yeah,
Because there was clips on him like on almost every song in the studio.
yeah. When like I reheard that one and I reheard X's album because I was a fan of X, I didn't really like his post-mortem one because it was good, but it felt like they were trying to like keep a certain sound. So it's hard for me to like get on board with that because I don't know if the artist was trying to evolve before they left, you know?
Especially X, where he was already different, like with his sound.
Yeah. And then with Mac Miller, like his album was just sad for me, you know?
I think it's a sad subject, but I think he had one of the best postmortem albums.
Yeah.
It sounded really complete.
Yeah.
You know, even though it was sad, that was the theme of it, and
Yeah.
and you can't say Mac Miller didn't have that type of vibe throughout his career. Anyways, like he had a lot of projects like that.
Yeah. And that album was actually supposed to be like a follow-up for I guess the one he dropped before
Was it
that.
Swimming?
That one, I believe, or the one after that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy. So what did you rate this album?
Give it like a 7.
Yeah, I gave it a 7 too. At first, it was gonna be a 5, but the more I listened to it, it went up. So I was definitely happy with it.
I definitely prefer like the Woo and Woo 2 over this.
Yeah,
but it was a good listen, just a little long for me too.
and it's weird because his voice don't really match how he looks. He sounds like this big dude, like a Busta Rhymes or something, you know. Yeah. And then you see him, he's like a smaller character, you know. But yeah, it's crazy. It sucks that he passed away though, because that is a definitely different sound for New York, you know.
Yeah,
because you had ASAP with that sound, and then you would have had this. It was going in a different direction.
Talking about postmortem albums, I don't remember. Has Juice WRLD released one yet?
I want to say yes, but I'm not sure. I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I need to check because I don't remember.
Because he has a lot of fans too.
Yeah,
so that's probably another hard album to put out. And then you got the BET Awards.
Bro, like BET disappoints me every year. The only reason why I would watch them, not for the awards at all, is because they put on the ciphers.
Okay,
that's the only reason I watch them. I didn't see any ciphers because social distance. But I didn't see anything.
No Zoom cipher,
bro. Nah, you need that good Wi-Fi. These people are up and up. They don't got that yet. No, I mean, if they did, I don't know, because normally they have a whole rollout on their YouTube. Like they release like a minute. Each person does each minute a cappella.
Yeah.
And then at the end of like a week or two, then they all get together and do it.
Yeah.
I didn't see the rollout. I could have completely passed me and I didn't see it. But normally that's the only reason I watched the BET Awards. I was looking at some of these nominees and like the categories, and they literally just go by name. Some of these people didn't even do shit in the last year where they're nominated.
Yeah. And then I like the biggest gripe that I had, Lizzo winning R&B singer.
She's
So
pop.
I looked it up. It was the category said R&B/pop.
Okay.
So I'm like, why would you put those two together? That doesn't make any sense. It's either an R&B album or it's a pop album.
Is there enough pop artists to fit BET?
Um, I don't know. If there's not, then don't put that category in there. I don't see them putting in country categories.
That's what I'm saying. BET sticks to a certain type, so
It's dumb. So
but the to me the category is fine.
I didn't
But
like
my issue is
categories.
that she won over certain people.
And that's the problem. Like,
Yeah.
if it's an R&B pop category, then that blurs the lines. Clearly, I don't think of an R&B singer when I think of Lizzo. I think of a pop singer.
Yeah.
She sings good, but it's not on the level of an R&B artist.
So out of the nominees for me, I would have picked her, Summer Walker.
I don't know. I'd probably go Janae Aiko.
I like Summer Walker's album over hers. That's why over Janae.
Okay.
But still, I don't think. And I think that's the issue you're coming at is it's hard to judge the R&B aspect of Lizzo on it. And
Well, that's what the category's for.
And honestly, I don't know if we reviewed it or not. I don't remember listening to Lizzo's album at all. I don't.
Yeah.
She doesn't have one song in my rotation.
I listened to it. I liked it. She sounds very good, but it's a very pop album.
Okay.
I didn't get R&B
I
at all.
mean, judging by like her hits that I hear,
Yeah,
it's pop.
exactly. So I didn't like that. And then
but this goes back to what conversation we had on Wax multiple times. Because she's black, is she R&B? Is she considered R&B?
It's the BET Awards. Like, that shouldn't matter.
I told you this, that BET
matter.
has the power to do this stuff and they don't.
That's so dumb. And then the other thing I was thinking, like, should there even be a female artist award anymore? Because I feel like there's always like one or two, and then everyone else is just thrown in there to make it like fill gaps. Did Meg win? I think Meg won.
Best female hip hop artist. I think Meg won Album of the Year.
Okay.
Best female went to Meg.
So that's what I'm saying. Who was in there? It was
her, Doja Cat,
racist,
Cardi B, and Cardi B hasn't done anything.
Lizzo,
Nicki hasn't done anything.
Exactly.
Either.
So that's my thing. Like, you're just putting these people in there to fill holes.
Yeah.
Won't you just integrate it with the male artists and make it like one big best artist award?
Other females that did stuff, and it's just like BET just goes with names.
Yeah, I don't even know who Swaweedy is.
I told you who that was.
Does she sound good?
No, I told you who that was, and you're like, I don't know. I don't know who that is either.
You heard her music?
Nah.
Nobody has.
But conveniently, like 2 days later, I saw someone post this album hits, and it was her.
Okay.
I'm like, I don't believe
right. Yeah. Hello, industry plant. Like, that's crazy.
Like, but that's why some people also like they go against like the Grammys.
Yeah.
But the Grammys doesn't have their like categories very well aligned with the culture. But the Grammys are good at putting people on there for if they're like well known or not. Like, they don't really care. They're gonna put people on there that, because each category has well known people, but there are categories that don't have well known people.
I don't know about that. Like, who is not well known? That's one.
I didn't say win, but they put them on there for nomination.
Like, who's a
but
not
if it's a vote,
artist?
so they don't win because it's vote.
So who would you say is not a well-known artist?
I gotta look.
Like, yeah, because I don't know about that.
I'll revisit the 2019 because they haven't released the 2020 yet.
When it comes to
the 2020,
when it comes to the Grammys, I definitely don't think like, they got their ear to the streets to find these untapped artists.
I mean, to me, when he's really well known, but for them, no, when they put Daytona on there, that was really surprising for Pusha T.
Okay.
Really surprising for Album of the Year.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess so. He must have told him some secrets. Like, okay, we could work with that.
40 years. But no, I agree. Like, they do need an artist of the year. They have a best new artist. I haven't heard any of those yet. Album of the year, best collaboration.
Who won album of the year?
Oh, Roddy Ricch. Let me check.
Man, that album was okay. I played it like early last week.
So here's the categories.
Oh, The Baby was harder than that one though.
Yeah.
Meg Thee Stallion, it was okay. Beyonce, okay. I think Lizzo had a better album than him.
I used to know her. Out of these nominations, I would have nominated like Igor and stuff like that.
Okay. Was Igor even on there anywhere?
No,
That's so dumb.
like, and then, but you see what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but that sound doesn't fit BET, so they didn't nominate at all.
But Kanye West could be on there.
Yeah, but they're not going to nominate a gospel album.
But Kanye West has had other albums on there that
Yeah.
aren't like necessarily
But they
these
haven't. But he
boxed
not,
albums.
true. But once he put it in the box, they're not going to put him on there.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Yeah.
I would definitely went with the baby over
With these,
over
I
that
would
one.
have changed up these, but out of all these, to me, her.
Who's best you said new artists?
Yeah, some of these artists,
Who won best male hip hop artist?
want to say Roddy Rich, but
Uh
no, the baby.
okay.
Maybe Drake, Future, Little Baby, Travis Scott, and Roddy Rich.
Mm, it said best new artist?
No, this is best male hip hop
Okay.
artist.
I mean, I could see why Drake didn't win or Future because I mean, has Future ever won?
I'm pretty sure he won BET something.
I feel like Future is always getting snubbed, but I can see why Drake didn't win. I'm surprised Travis Scott didn't win, but
What's he on there for?
Astro World. Lil Baby,
We're doing past 5 years.
Lil Baby. Yeah, I guess that's a good award. That's debatable, but the other ones don't really make sense. Best new artist.
Roddy Rich.
Okay.
Lil Nas X, Pop Smoke.
Ah.
Surprise Pops. To me, it would have been. I would have given it to YBN Cordae out of these.
DJ Akademiks. I wouldn't have gone with Akademiks.
So who would you have given it to?
I would have gone with what's his name? Roddy Rich.
Yeah.
He definitely. I think he did good. That's a good pick.
I still don't understand some of these awards, like even the BET when they do their freshman cipher.
Yeah.
Like, is it freshmen based on how popular they are? Because some of these people have put out like 3 or 4 projects. Like Pop Smoke has multiple projects.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
it's just
I think it's like their debut album when they get on there.
I don't know.
And then before we switch up, did you see that Takashi 6ix9ine's album dropped? Like it was like I think one of the biggest fall offs in history.
He dropped an album?
No, his song with Nicki, Trolls. It had one of the biggest like fall to like it dropped.
It was that advertising, I'm telling you.
But then my thing is like all these people listen to it. Like how many more people do you expect to listen to it? He hit his ceiling super quick. Like
we need another 30 mil. You find
there's only so many people on earth that can listen to that song.
He's like going to Huts, another country. You've listened now.
I thought that was weird. But it's understandable because like you had so many people play it in once. So yeah, but I do think his next song, like I've been saying, is gonna be a flop. This is definitely adds to my prediction.
I don't know. It's gonna be the biggest hit.
Locked Up too? No.
Locked Up, don't let me. That's man. I'm listening to Akon when I leave.
Okay. And then switching to sports, Jose or
What's
Roy.
up?
We got Cam to the Patriots. How do y'all feel about that?
It's a really good signing for the Patriots. They paid nothing for Cam.
Yeah.
They're going to put some weapons around him. He already has weapons, but
does he have good weapons though?
He has enough. He had more than what he had.
Enough sounds like LeBron in Cleveland.
I think it's a really good signing, and the fact that he's getting paid, was it 500 guaranteed, 1.2 mil or something like that?
It's a performance contract.
I didn't expect that. I was like, wow. I expect like 3 mil, 4 or 5.
Yeah, when I first heard about it, I was happy for Cam, but then like the more they talked about it and like how much he got, and then they're talking about he can't really be celebrating and all this stuff. I'm like, bro, I hope this is just like a stopping point. I hope he doesn't stay there long term.
Yeah, I think he's gonna use this year to get his value up, and I think Belichick will make him look good enough for his value to go up. Unfortunately, they'll probably win the division now. Unfortunately,
You think so? I
Yeah.
thought about that too. I still think the Bills gonna win.
I just need to see it from the Bills. I mean, we haven't seen the Patriots lose. It's like kind of saying like the Spurs making the playoffs every year. I just need to see it.
Yeah.
And so on the opposite side, what does this tell you about the Patriots on what they're looking for? So they couldn't find anyone they really like, so nothing long term. So you think they're looking draft in a couple of years, or they're waiting for the next big free agent? Because this tells me they're definitely not looking future.
They don't really sign big agents though.
But that's because they always had Brady. I mean, talking about quarterback wise.
Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of tough to get people to come to New England, to be honest. I feel like being coached by Bill Belichick is a difficult thing, and Brady probably doesn't. Like, if someone reached out to Brady and was like, "Hey, how did you like your experience with Bill Belichick?" He'd probably be like, "Well, he's kind of a dick."
Yeah.
And it's funny because the reference works again with the Spurs, kind of like a Pop. How many free agents do they actually get?
But
Big free agents.
is it the market or the coach? Because I don't hear anybody saying, "Oh, Pop's a dick" to them. It's just the media.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
say the Spurs thing is more market. I guess I
But
don't
it's
know
not
if-
like
if
Pop
New
is
England-
rainbows and sunshines working for him. Like,
What does that even mean?
like he seems like a tough coach compared to others in the league.
How do you think he like
I'd rather be
belittles
coached
his
by
players?
Doc Rivers over Pop.
He's like, "What is that, Tim? You a woman or something? Like, what do you think?
Joanna, man.
What do you think he tells them? Like, I don't think that. I would definitely want to be coached by Pop over Doc. You
I'll
pass
take
up
Doc.
on a winning coach?
I'll
Like,
take
what's
up
wrong
Doc.
with you? You just don't like him. That's just hate at that point.
We've gone through this. I don't.
Why'd you even bring him up? Like,
Because
we're on
I wasn't the
Belichick.
first one that brought him up.
You did.
It was
you
it
did
was-
bring back
Nah,
the-
it was so
the-
sad.
He's
You
like,
did-
that
Popovich made
Popovich
the
character.
connection first.
I just mentioned New
He said
England. I
the
never said
Spurs.
anything about.
He didn't say
Coach
anything
Pop.
about. Yeah, you made it
How
personal.
you not think about Pop and think about Spurs?
I just think about the team.
Because I think of the team. Yeah, that's just me. I think of a Spur.
One band, one sound. Like, what's wrong with you? But yeah, so did you have them winning their division before Cam got there?
No.
No,
Okay.
I don't think anyone should have him because they had no quarterback. He had no idea what they were doing.
Yeah, Jarrett Stidham's not the guy, obviously.
Man,
Yeah.
he's really like the black swan on that team. Like, nobody believes in him.
It's gonna be great to see. I mean, Cam. Hopefully, he gets to do his thing and be like actually funny and have a personality. We'll see how Belichick deals with that.
Yeah, hope he gets a
So what do you
smile.
think about the environment change? Because everyone talked about that with Brady. Now he's in sunny Florida all year. Now Cam's gonna be in some snow more than he's used to and all that.
I'm not worried. I mean, Cam. There's so much like back and forth shit with Cam. Some people will say he's the best teammate ever. He does all this charitable work, yada yada yada, and then other people will be like, "Well, he's a dick. He doesn't do anything else. The business decision in the Super Bowl, he won't sell himself."
Oh, because he didn't want to
out."
jump on the ball and stuff.
Yeah, all this stuff. It's so contrasting, but I still have faith in Cam. I don't have a reason to not believe. He's obviously been hurt these last couple of years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he was literally in a car accident like 2-3 years ago, and then he hurt his ankle, and then he hurt his shoulder. Like, what do you expect?
Yeah. He's a big guy.
Yeah, he's a large human being.
Yeah.
And who is he throwing to in the Carolina Panthers? And Ron Rivera is a great coach,
Mhm.
but he's not an offensive guy.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna do good. I don't know about win the division. I think they're gonna be good competition,
Yeah.
but I think it might come down to a game.
And when I first heard that he got signed to the Patriots, my knee-jerk reaction was, "Oh, damn, they finna win the division." But when you think about it, their pieces, the players that he's throwing to, I mean, they're the same ones that Tom left. And
Yeah.
then, like, I think they have one of the hardest games, like, out of everybody else.
I mean schedules.
Yeah.
Well, they haven't been released yet.
Yeah, it did. They
The
dropped
sch-
the
oh yeah,
schedule.
the schedule. I haven't looked at it. I forgot. I looked at the Cowboys. I haven't looked at the Patriots.
Of course you did.
Why wouldn't I look at the Cowboys? I'm a Cowboys fan.
You ain't going to any of those games, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, so the first game is Dolphins, then you got the Seahawks, then the Raiders, then the Chiefs, then the Broncos, then the 49ers. Like
It's a tough schedule.
it's
Yeah.
hard to find wins in there. So I don't know.
I think what do you have them over or under 10 wins?
I'm gonna go under
I'm gonna go over at 11.
Over.
11 wins.
Yeah, I believe in the system they have over there.
Did you see their schedule?
Yeah. I think they'll
gonna
beat
do
some of those
under.
teams.
So they're beating the Dolphins twice.
Probably, yeah.
I wouldn't. I would see them like 10-8.
10? Nah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 8.
I don't think they're gonna get 11 wins.
I don't think they're getting 9 wins.
And you're going 8?
Yeah.
Nah.
So you think they're beating the Seahawks?
I personally do think
I
they could beat
think
the
they're gonna
Seahawks.
there you
they're gonna beat the Dolphins twice. I think.
I mean, the Patriots defense is still the elite defense it was last
Yeah.
year.
So you have 2 against the Dolphins. You have 2 against the Jets. So
That
that's
hurts my
4
feelings.
already.
That never hurts my feelings.
So that's already 4. So they're gonna squeeze out another.
They're gonna
6
win
wins
against
there.
the Jets off of a Bills game.
Yeah.
I mean, they will at worst split those Bills games. I don't think they get swept by the Bills.
Mm, yeah,
I mean, it will come down to they play at the end of the year. I think it's the second to last or last game of the season, and that's the game that'll come down to.
yeah. But yeah,
I think also Texans didn't take a step in the right direction, so I think they're gonna beat the Texans.
No, well, the Texans stink. So.
Yeah. So they're gonna beat the Texans. That's 5 wins already without like really
without
breaking it
really
down.
trying, they got the
Yeah.
other teams. What? So
That's
they're
why
beating
really
the
breaking it
Chiefs.
down. No, they're not gonna beat the Chiefs.
Are they beating the Ravens?
No,
Are they beating the Cardinals?
that's debatable. I can
think
see them.
Kyler's going to be pretty good this year, so I don't think so.
Is this his sophomore season, right?
Yeah,
No sophomore slump?
I don't believe in that in football.
I think they're gonna beat the Cardinals.
Oh,
It depends on how quick Hopkins like kind of goes into the system.
You bet against Clint Kingsbury, whatever his name is, Cliff. You bet
Clint.
Clint.
He's like the dude.
But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's gonna be good.
We'll see if we have a football anyways.
Yeah, we talking
Yeah.
like it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I also predicted that the NFL is not happening this year.
I think they're gonna happen. I read an article that the only thing the NFL knows is money.
You saw it on the internet.
I saw it on the internet. I Googled
Okay.
news,
Okay,
but
like
I think no, that's gonna happen somehow, some way.
you're
And,
going to
and
Orlando?
it might not be your traditional season, but it's gonna. They might have the whole season at Jerry's World, but you never know.
What 3-on-3?
Jerry's World, man.
I think it's going to happen too because NFL owners don't give a fuck.
I mean, you
No.
got
They're remember in NFL, their sport. The owners are the farthest away from the actual players in any other sport.
okay.
Like we're talking about like relationship wise.
Yeah.
So to them, it's like now you're playing.
But then you got to think about what if there's city ordinances in some camps where you can't have more than 50 people.
Bruh, this is the NFL. They're gonna get their essential business thing or like all these
Wrestling got essential business.
yeah,
Of course.
That's interesting.
But it
because
is
they
essential.
bring money to the area.
We'll see.
Let me tell you, Jerry Jones is going to slide up to Governor Greg Abbott's door and
Yeah,
get it done.
you don't want fans, fine. We're
How
gonna play.
many
Yeah,
season
fuck 'em.
tickets you want? How many box seats you
Yeah.
want, Greg?
Just
Yeah.
you, no one else.
It's so the issue isn't if it's gonna happen. For me, the issue is how they're gonna make it happen. What are they gonna put together? What way?
How has NBA not been considered essential?
How have they?
Oh,
not?
they are. Apparently,
They can
Since
play
they're
if they
going.
want. They can play if they want. The NBA chose to close the season down. They chose to put it on hold. No one told them that they had to.
Well, that was before like all these ordinances came out too. So it wasn't like these things were happening and they said, no, y'all can stay open.
No one told them they can't.
Mm.
If-
I
we-
think
we-
they're
we don't know.
essential. I think
They
sports
are
are considered
essential.
them. I think all sports.
I
are
don't
considered
think
essential.
any governor would ban the sports if they agree to play without fans.
Imagine
Yeah.
pissing off a bunch of sports fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a terrible decision it
Yeah.
would be.
Yeah. the
But yeah,
sports
I
team.
don't see any governor banning a sports team if they agree to no fans.
And this is definitely a good points you're making. I'm
It's
still
money, man. They
I'm still
bring
saying
in,
no.
especially in this time, you're closing all these business down. Like they bring a lot of money to the area.
They did cancel the first game, Cowboys.
The Hall of Fame.
No,
game?
it wasn't. It was a preseason game. Relax.
They got canceled.
Don't say game. Preseason game. It's a difference. It's a difference.
I mean,
That
you got to crawl before you can walk.
before season.
Do you
Okay.
guys think the NBA and MLB will finish?
Man, I'm hoping so. It's like they're on their last leg. Everyone
Yeah.
keeps getting sick. Like, just stay the fuck home. Like, what are y'all doing?
I think the NBA will because they got a plan. It's only a month and a half, right? Their plan
Yeah, another
to
Clipper.
get a winner.
Another Clipper got sick too.
Landry
Yeah.
Shamet.
So it's crazy.
I think the NBA is going to do it because they spent $150 million on
to go to Disney World.
on transporting the courts to Disney World. Just the courts.
Was it?
Why? How much?
$150 million?
Why they make a new one? Like
They couldn't
Like a-
just like ship in the board. Why are they doing
That's what
that?
that's what they're doing. They're shipping in the board. I think
From each team?
Yes.
That's
yeah.
so
Because
dumb.
that's stupid.
That's so bougie.
why wouldn't it just use like the preseason court where there's no
like
team on it?
like a Mickey Mouse logo?
Yeah, like
come
Disney
on, bro.
World. Like that's stupid.
you have to Roy, you have to show that a team has home court advantage. What are you talking
No,
about?
you don't. All
You
you gotta
have
do it
to.
on the scoreboard.
Yeah,
One is set as home. That's it.
Like this court feels
Yeah.
funny.
Roy, if you don't have your home jersey and your home court, how are you
Wait,
gonna know you're home?
No
Who
one's.
knows?
They have their
I
home
don't know.
jersey. One will say home on the scoreboard, but just use a regular.
I think
Just
they're
a regular
taking.
thing. A
They're
floor.
not taking the jerseys from the Raptors either.
Hopefully not.
They left them there.
They're taking the seats, the stands,
So
taking
dumb.
the employees too. Each game has the home
Like
employees.
I had no idea. This ain't even a home game.
Some baseball teams are doing that thing where you can buy or like you can pay to have a cutout of yourself put in the stands. Would you guys do that?
Not for
No.
baseball.
Why would I?
Well, just for any sport. Like if you were like courtside, if like say you courtside at the basketball games or whatever, how
If-
much would you pay for that?
Is it?
If they get an IG pic, then maybe.
Is it like they Photoshop your whole shirt and you can put anything on your shirt?
Yeah, sure. For however much you want to pay for it.
Advertisement.
Yeah.
Yeah, advertisement.
You
I have
just I can see.
all my social media.
Yeah, I mean, if I can look like a NASCAR, I'm okay.
I can see Chris like just like cut out, just sitting on the baseline,
That makes sense. Like,
thumbs up,
if that's a good deal.
Yeah.
But
or maybe just yelling at Kawhi. Maybe you'll have a recording.
Yeah.
Like, stop taking breaks, you bum.
bored men sleep all day. But do you think Cam will be in the MVP convo?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Okay, good.
Mahomes and Lamar will be dueling for that for a while.
Do you think the Patriots have a better record than Brady?
I do.
Really?
Yeah,
Even
I don't.
with the harder schedule?
I think Brady's kind of washed.
Why?
I said that last year, and people attacked me
What
because I
is-
looked at his numbers and the way he's playing. He doesn't look like he has it anymore.
What was his numbers? How do you figure that? How did his numbers indicate that?
He didn't have great like passer ratings, and he didn't have great yardage and stuff. Like,
Do you have to have like good players to throw to?
I mean,
I mean,
unless the quarterback's
traditionally,
done more.
Brady has not had good players before, and
yeah.
he made them better.
So y'all getting mad at him because not because of the players, but because he's just tired of throwing to these bums.
Let me
That's
tell
his
you,
job, bro.
I'm
I'm
furious.
so done. That's ridiculous.
He had 8 interceptions last year, only 24 touchdowns. That's the lowest of his career, I believe. That's the lowest since 2006, 24
Ooh.
touchdowns.
He was probably preparing. He's like he didn't want to get injured. He's playing safe for
well, yeah,
when
because
he
he's an old
departs.
man. He's a 50-year-old man, whatever
Like,
he
he's
is.
going
I don't
to
blame him.
he's going to Tampa after that. So he
Tampa's
probably
gonna have.
will.
They're gonna be 8-8.
I think they're going to win.
I think Tampa's going to make the playoffs.
I think they're going to have a better record.
No, I think Saints are gonna take that.
Mm-mm.
We'll see how long Drew Brees lasts this season. Like I
Y'all
said,
talk about Tom Brady, and then you're going to pick Drew Brees?
Drew Brees, what's his name? Terry Pruitt. What's his name from Longest Yard? Is it Crew?
Terry
That was
Crews
Adam Sandler?
or Adam Sandler. Yeah, the
No, but what's his
quarterback.
name in the movie? Isn't it Crew?
I don't know. He said Terry Crews.
Paul Crew. There you go.
Terry Crews has been very online recently.
Yeah.
Shout out to Terry Crews.
And then has it been confirmed J.R. Smith is back with the Lakers or back with
Yes.
LeBron?
Yeah, he
Yes.
is in fact on the Lakers.
What did he sign for 1 year or remainder year?
Yeah, he probably
He signed
just
for
signed
2
the
months.
He signed the 2-month minimum
2
contract.
months.
Do you,
1 mil, 2 months.
do you think he's gonna show up to Staples for the first game?
I mean, it's not gonna be at
Hey,
Staples,
guys, what are you
but, I
doing?
mean,
He's like, hey, where everybody at?
yeah.
He's like, I'm early.
He's like, I'm early for once.
Man, I feel like there were memes of JR already,
Oh,
but
with
after what he did,
Yeah.
it just got worse. Like after the whole I didn't know which way to go play that he did, like man,
I
he's
can't
got
believe LeBron let him back in.
he got some redemption to do.
Yeah, he's this is his time to make up for what he did to LeBron. He's got to get on his good side here, or else he'll never play for another team again.
Like,
I
bro,
think it's a good pickup though.
like I dropped
yeah.
51 and you passed the ball the wrong way. Like,
Yeah, Deion Waiters and J.R. Smith are essentially the same person,
yeah.
except I think J.R. can handle his weed a little better than Deion.
Yeah.
Shout out to Deion and edibles, man. What a guy! What a guy!
Do you
So-
think this is a good replacement?
Yeah, it's as good as you're gonna get.
I think it's good for the moment. Like, what else you can get at the moment?
He's been keeping him on ice for.
What
this.
does that even mean, Roy? Just yes or no?
You can't pick
That's what we're
anybody
talking
out in
about.
the NBA. I think it's a good for what you can get. It's a good replacement.
Okay, long answer. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think so too. Do you think, man, what kind of shape is JR in?
Probably not a good one.
I mean, with everything being closed, you think they made him do like normally like the pre-workout to be signed?
Like burpees?
How many can you do? Can you still shoot a shot?
7 burpees.
Can you
They probably just wrote it down. He
like
didn't have to do
can you
them.
imagine his pre-workout? If LeBron's here, where do you pass?
Damn.
So like about the NBA, what do you think about Zion and like the 2K cover?
That's official too?
I think he's gonna be on the regular edition. I think Kobe's gonna be on the special edition.
Dame is going to be on the 2K cover.
The 2K cover.
Wait,
So not
Isn't Zion gonna be on something?
Zion's going to be on like the EA Sports one. The other
the
other
NBA
game
Live?
NBA Live, that's
Okay.
the one. Yeah.
I mean, regardless, do you think he's earned a cover?
Like
I don't think so.
I don't really think it's about earning a
Yeah,
cover.
it's
I
like
think
who's the biggest star right now?
Yeah, it's all about
he's
marketing.
20 games in. I don't think so.
Who would you put on there over him? Luca?
Yeah, I would put Luka
Of
over him.
course.
Luka
Well-
has more games under him.
Well, let me tell you, not many people care about Luka Doncic compared to Zion
Yes,
Williamson.
like
It's just that thing of if Luka
I
would have
just
played at
wouldn't.
Duke,
I wouldn't
maybe.
put Zion on a cover yet.
who's a bigger star coming like right now other than LeBron over Zion?
I'll put Kyrie over.
He's already
Why
got a
Why would
cover.
you put Kyrie over him?
I'm just saying, like, I don't think
Like,
Zion's
active
earned
players,
a cover
bro.
spot. I don't think he earned a cover spot.
because he hasn't played enough games.
Yeah, he's 20 games. That's all he's played.
So you like the Dame choice for 2K more?
Yeah, I do.
I like Dame, but
I
I
think
Dame's
wouldn't.
fine.
I don't have an issue. It makes sense though. He's this big, like he has all this potential. Like, why wouldn't you put him on the cover?
He could
It's
end up
just
like Peyton
potential.
Hillis. Like,
Yeah,
that could happen. But you mean
And
it's
sell
gonna
good.
sell?
it's
Yeah.
just-
Let me tell you, white folks really enjoyed the
Bro,
Peyton Hillis.
do you know that cover?
No.
So it was a Madden cover,
Mm-hmm.
and that was his only good year. And after that,
Was that the curse?
He was like a Cleveland Browns fullback,
but
basically.
worse than the curse because a lot of these players recover or like they had multiple good years before they get on the cover.
Okay.
Like Peyton Hillis got on the cover real quick, and after that, dude couldn't find a job.
Yeah, he sucked.
That's
Like
probably
bad.
He's just a white running back.
He was a white running back. He couldn't find a job. No, a white running back for the Browns. Like he couldn't find a job.
You want to know
that
who?
it makes sense.
You want to guess who he beat in the cover vote final?
Yeah, it was bad.
Who?
Michael Vick.
Oh, really?
The Eagles, Michael Vick.
Was it before the Chargers, Michael Vick?
after?
No, Eagles. Yeah, after
After
yeah.
the Chargers?
post jail.
Let me just tell you, I
That's a
think
gray area.
EA Sports was probably like, yeah, you know what? Let's take Peyton Hillis over Michael Vick.
Yeah, that's a gray area.
Let's get the white guy on there.
That's wild. But yeah, I don't have a problem with Zion being on there.
Yeah, no, Zion's probably the best choice. to be
And he's
honest.
like hulked up. Like you made all
he's
these.
skinny. Yeah, you could talking shit about Zion the whole time.
Roy made all these
me?
fat jokes.
That was
about him,
you.
putting the Michael Jordan.
It's on wax saying you did it.
Putting the Michael Jordan crying face on his kneecaps. Like, bro,
He puts a Pillsbury Doughboy on
yeah,
him too.
like you caught him yawning with his stomach out. Like you trash.
You said he
Zion.
was 2 beignets from a fucking fat suit.
Yes, like you said, he is the arena. Like you went in on him, but yeah, he bulked up. Now he's like too strong. Like he can't find a medium to me. Like, bro,
I'll hate to see him play. I'll hate to see him dunk on some people with all that strength.
He's about
now.
to Shaq. Oh, speaking of like dunking, did you see? Like, I saw a meme or not a meme, but like I think it was an Instagram pic. Shaq has a tree of like all his
yeah,
broken
bro.
rims,
yeah, that's a
broken
flex.
backboards.
broken, but it was rims though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you
so
know,
it's
the
just
backwards are broken.
Well,
That's
yeah,
why.
but it was rims. But
Yeah.
he said it was broken backwards. Yeah, that was crazy. It's a lot. I didn't know
Well,
he
he's-
had so
he's-
many.
there's videos of him doing it since was it high school?
Okay, so that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Well, I mean, I feel like that's like something you wake up and do if you're Shaq. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, it's another day. Let me just break
Like, do you,
a
like
rim.
yeah, like
And he was
do you think,
trying to break
he
them
knew
too.
how to dunk to break the rim? He's like, I want to break this. I won't
Yeah.
play no more.
You know what? I just think his fat ashes was just good enough to throw that shit down and take it
Right.
down with.
And he's the
He's like,
reason.
we up 20. Let me call the game real quick.
and he's the reason they kept like remaking the rims, right?
Well, the way it's attached to the backboard
Yeah,
and,
I
and the
think-
structure of it.
It
Yeah,
was
he
because
changed-
of Shaq, right?
Yeah, he changed how they make rims
Like,
and
you
stuff.
cannot be a legend.
Well,
because
because
of
for
that.
him now they're more like I wouldn't say flexible, but like they move more. There's more motion to them. So
I
they
think
don't
they're
break.
called breakaway rims.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, like you should be a legend just off of that. Like,
Oh, and
that's
guess what he
wild.
is? Yeah,
Yeah,
that's why he's better than Kobe Bryant. whatever.
I don't know.
I put him above Kobe. Shaq, yeah.
Mm,
I think
mm.
it's crazy because Shaq's such a big name in the game, but I feel like the overall senses of him, people underrate him when they compare him to legends. Like Shaq is like a
Like
legend
what kind of
above
legends though?
like all-time greats.
I think everyone just remembers Fat Shaq and not Athletic.
Yeah,
Shaq.
like they remember Boston Shaq and Cleveland Shaq compared to like LA, like
Orlando.
yeah, Orlando or LA.
But I think that's similar to the Belichick and Brady conversation, Shaq
How?
and Kobe, because they were like, who's the best? And then I mean, Kobe's won without Shaq, but Shaq won because of D-Wade. D-Wade.
I
Dwayne
wouldn't
had a
say
really good year.
because
So it was prime Shaq.
they both won it. I don't think either one would have won it by themselves.
Would you
Dwayne
say
Wade would have not won it by himself without Shaq.
who was the leader on that team? Who was the
Neither
main?
one of them wouldn't
So-
have won without the other.
Was that the question I asked?
I'm answering your question,
But that wasn't
the way
question.
you're phrasing it
Who was
is
the?
going to change the answer.
Okay,
Dwayne Wade would have not won a ring without Shaq.
okay, that wasn't my question. So let's say when Shaq was on the team with LeBron, let's say they won a chip or ring that with that team. Would you have said, "Oh, Shaq was in his prime on that team"?
No,
Okay, so on the Miami Heat, would you say Shaq was in his prime with Dwayne Wade?
yeah, he was still good.
Okay, he's in his prime. He's still good. Okay,
What did he do wrong with Miami?
just plead the fifth, bro.
No, what did he do wrong with Miami? He was still tearing it up.
Kobe's teams, the LA teams that he had were better than those Miami Heat teams.
I mean,
And,
yeah,
and
that's
it's just
true.
strictly
There's
like,
just more people too
Yeah.
there. But do you think Shaq wasn't in his prime with Miami?
I think he was post prime. Yes.
But do you think was he?
He
Hold
just
on.
answered you.
You don't think? Do you think he contributed to the championship?
Yeah, of course. He was on
Who's
the team
saying
when
he
he was
didn't
starting.
though?
Do you think Dwayne Wade would have won without Shaq?
Probably, yeah.
No,
He did.
he won with.
Dwayne Wade was
He
really,
won with
really good.
LeBron
that
and
Oh
Chris.
my god!
You act like he won
He's-
by himself.
You're making it seem
act
like,
like he
oh
won
my
with
god,
LeBron.
he's like he wouldn't have won without Shaq. He did.
That's
He had
LeBron.
LeBron.
I answered his
Oh.
question straight up.
Come on.
and disagree.
Exactly, and then he re-asked
I wasn't
you.
gonna go more. This dude said he went without. He had LeBron.
But you said he wouldn't have won without Shaq. But I'm saying he
Oh,
did.
that year. I'm talking about that year. You think he would have
Okay.
won without Shaq?
Okay,
Yes.
that's a hypothetical question. So I mean, there's no way to prove that, is there? So it's just like
Same way of saying you think Kobe would have won without Shaq. I don't think so.
he did. What are you talking about?
Those years.
Oh my god. He thinks,
Those years.
this is the guy that only thinks the Mavs played in 2011. Like that's so wild.
Now I remember 06. That was a tough season.
Hey, I just never forget.
Oh,
Roy
06.
said that Zion was gonna be a bust.
Yeah.
Never forget.
And he clowned him for his weight. That's so wild.
Nah, how
I'm gonna
dare
post
you?
receipts of you. I have those receipts. I'm gonna post. them.
Post them.
That's
I'd hate
crazy.
to see him.
But yeah. Anyway, so before we wrap up, where can people check us out at, Roy?
Spotify, YouTube, comment, subscribe. Just leave some reaction, drop some likes.
And yeah, get active with us on the YouTube. We're trying to grow that platform. So the more y'all engage, the more we'll engage with y'all. We really appreciate it. But thanks for checking out the show. This is Turn Up the Mic. We'll see y'all next week.